College football season is just around the corner as Big Ten Media Days took place in Chicago this week. The two-day event began at the podium where 14 head coaches shared their thoughts on the upcoming season. But for 3 of them, the media exposure was also their Big Ten debut. PJ Fleck enters his first season at the helm of the Golden Gophers, bringing a personality that's new to Minnesota, but all too familiar to him.
I am just me. I'm the same guy 1 year at Western Michigan. Go back 10 years and see what I was like. Go back 20 years and see what I was like. I haven't changed a ton. I've always had a ton of energy. I love life, and I love to be a part of something that isn't necessarily easy to accomplish.
I guess we didn't know how high we need to have our energy levels up to until he restarted practice, and we realized that we need to come out and take the field each time with 110%, maybe even 120. We need to know that we need to meet his expectations.
Joining Fleck in the Western Division is Purdue first-year head coach Jeff Brome, who looks to build on a last-place finish in conference in 2016. The third new head coach in the Big Ten is the Hoosiers' Tom Allen, an Indiana native who also graduated from the school with a master's 15 years ago. In total, over 75% of Big Ten head coaches have been there for less than 5 years. Although there are plenty of fresh faces in the Big Ten, there's one man that's been around for almost 2 decades. Iowa's Kirk Ferentz is now the longest tenured head coach in college football. The Hawkeyes have been under the direction of Ferentz since 1999, but he says 2017 will provide new experiences.
Like every year, you have areas of strength returning, areas where you're not experienced and you're trying to measure up your team a little bit, and that's certainly, as we get started next week, something we're really anxious to tune in on.
Another notable head coach is Michigan's Jim Harbaugh, who brings plenty of energy to the table, but his players say he does a lot more than just that.
You know, besides all the antics you see on TV and what people say about him, he is just an unbelievable coach for his players, willing to do anything at any time for any one of his players, and I think that's what makes him so great to play for.
The Wolverines finished last season second in the East behind co-champions Ohio State and Penn State. In the West, reigning division champions Wisconsin were picked to win it again.
That's what's great about the season is you have to go play it, and all the talk doesn't really matter. And so don't spend a lot of time, energy thinking about what's being said. You try to focus your energy and your players' energy on what you can control, what you can best put your energy into.
The Badgers finished 2016 with a loss to Penn State in the Big Ten title game. This year's title match will be held on December 2nd at Lucas Oil Stadium, where Paul Christ and James Franklin's teams could meet again. From Big Ten Media Days, I'm Jenny Fischer, Spectrum Sports.